Thank you so much, Emily, for meeting with me today to talk about our partnership with the North Carolina Academy of Physician Assistants. As you know, we provided a comprehensive strategic planning process with your board and staff.
It was a really great process, but it was also a great outcome. So we, as a board, were operating under kind of an emergency strategic plan as we were coming out of the pandemic. And we knew we needed to be more planful and thoughtful and wanted to engage a strategic planning partner to help us walk through a process that helped us understand where we were now and look to see where we wanted to go. And so we wanted to do more than just talk to our board. We wanted to talk to a lot of external stakeholders. And so when you and I met and we talked about kind of what the plan would look like, it made complete sense.
So one thing that's important as a team, we want to see results, right? And we want to see tangible results, because it's easy to facilitate a process and come up with a plan, but really having tangible outcomes is really important. So can you share a little bit about maybe more about the process and engagement, but also outcomes and impact?
Sure, and that was something we shared, and that's what I was really looking for when we were trying to find a group to work with, because you're right, you can have this beautiful plan on paper, it reads beautifully, it sounds great, and yet it doesn't really take you to the next place. So we needed it to be actionable, measurable, and really impactful. So we worked on a process where we got stakeholder engagement. So we're a membership association, so we wanted to talk to our members. We have different members. We have student members, we have early career members, we have experienced members. We also have folks who chose not to be a member any longer. We wanted to get a sense from all those groups, where did they need our organization to go? And we designed a process that allowed us to do that. So that input really helped us kind of write a plan that had action steps.
So why do you think our partnership works so well?
Well, I think, first of all, your approach was exactly what our organization needed. So I think I explained to you that we work with all PAs. They are diagnosticians. So they're going in, they're identifying the problem, and they're coming up with a solution. And your methodology really maps kind of how I think medical brains work. And so that part worked really well. But it was the relationship that you had with our steering committee and with me, so that it was, when we were continually kind of improving the process or changing it to meet the needs as we saw new opportunities, or really realizing that maybe what had worked in the past with our organization was going to have to look a little different. It culminated in a strategic planning retreat that you facilitated, which went so well. And then when we finalized the plan, it was a real partnership between the two of us to say, we heard so much. What can we actually do, and what needs to go on paper, and when do we need to start it? Because you were really clear that it can be overwhelming to have all of this. It's a 3-year plan, so you have to stage it. And so you helped me kind of think through the staging of that, and I appreciated that a lot.
And I think also why the partnership worked so well was just our work styles. I think we're both pay attention to detail. Probably, I won't say overanalyze, but we analyze processes.
I would agree. And I would also say that it worked because it was very clear where I really appreciate the methodology and the approach that you have. I knew it when I saw it in the proposal, but it worked even better in person. So yeah, and I think we were both very communicative about when we knew things were kind of a little more challenging that we had to kind of address to keep us on. And, we're working with volunteers. So there's a lot of opportunities to kind of redirect. And it was just, I can remember you and I sat in a room and we really drafted that plan together to bring to the board, and they liked it. And it really has worked for the organization. I've recommended you and your firm to a number of my colleagues who work in the nonprofit field, because I do think it's a great process, and you're a great partner and consultant, a guide. I'm really proud of the work we did.
Absolutely. Thank you, Emily.
Of course.